Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a 101.5 lesson on Peekaboo Pockets. And I get a lot of questions about Peekaboo Pockets and how to use them. And I am certainly by far not the most proficient at using these to their full extent. But if you've ever seen a quick lesson or tutorial that Melissa Ullman does, oh my goodness, she has some fantastic ideas for ways to extend your use of Peekaboo Pockets, excuse me, Peekaboo Pockets, and truly make the most of each layout that you create. So I highly recommend that you check her out. I'm going to do my best today to kind of give you some ideas without stealing necessarily any of hers. I haven't seen one of her Peekaboo Pocket lessons for a while now, so anything that I'm telling you or showing you is something that I'm thinking of or creating on the spot because somewhere along the line I may have seen someone do it, not necessarily Melissa, but someone, or it may just be something that I thought, let's try this. So let's check out my workspace and we're going to get started. All right, so this is my workspace for this lesson, and we are going to talk about, as I mentioned, Peekaboo Pockets. And this is the largest Peekaboo Pocket that we have. It's a 6 by 12, and it sells actually for $8.50 now. All of the Peekaboo Pockets we're going to talk about in this lesson currently, with current pricing, range from $6.50 for a package to $8.50 for a package, unless you talk to an advisor who bought them previously and is selling off her old stock at the old price. So they only went up by about 50 cents a package, which isn't very much. So anyway, the 12 by 6 or the 6 by 12 is fantastic for extending the use of your page without having to redo another layout. And this can be done in many different ways. But I highly recommend that if you're going to use this vertically, so this direction rather than horizontally this direction, that you do a couple things. And this is just a quick tip from me on their use. So typically you're going to adhere your Peekaboo Pocket after you have put your page protector on. And the reason is because the Peekaboo Pocket, the little webbing that's on the edge here, the seal on the top and the bottom edge, or the right and the left edge in this case, this extends the size of the Peekaboo Pocket so that it is the same size as your page protector. And because of that, it will be a battle to put your page protector over the top of your Peekaboo Pocket. So it's just easier to wait, put your page protector on, and then slip this into place. So if you're going to adhere this and you're going to adhere it under the page protector, the nicest way to do it is to take some precision point scissors, and you're going to just snip off the ends, or the corner. So you're going to start here at the fold and cut in almost like you're making a flag. Okay, you're just going to cut that little corner off, just like that. Okay, it's not a lot, and I know it's difficult to see, but you're just going to cut just that little bit. Okay, and you're going to do that on each corner, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow your page to fall more naturally. It's going to fold much nicer, and you're going to be much more happy with it. I've had pages that I have adhered my Peekaboo Pockets to, and then I get buckles and all kinds of different things. That was before I heard of this tip, and honestly I don't know where I got the tip from, so I apologize. I can't give credit where credit is due there, but you just snip off those corners, and then this Peekaboo pocket will lay right down and be at ease and just fit right into your album with no problems. I almost feel like we kind of missed the boat and should have manufactured them that way, but maybe there's a reason why we don't do that. Anyway, so that is the 6 by 12. Now they come in many other different sizes, so let's talk about that for a second. I keep mine in a 5 by 7 box, and you can get these at the Container Store, or I think Michael still carries the 5 by 7 size. And the reason I keep them in a 5 by 7 size rather than a 4 by 6 size is because I have 5 by 7 Peekaboo pockets in here, and so they needed a home, and I just decided to use the larger box. So I also keep my memorabilia pockets in here. These are cool. I don't think we currently carry these, but these are from Old Company, and they are, if you have any of these, they're marvelous for putting like locks of hair in, or a coin, or I don't know, just different things that you might want to keep but that you don't want touching your photos. And they lock down. There's adhesive right here, and there's adhesive on the back of the pocket, so it keeps it nice and secure in your album. So those are nice if you have any of those still. Definitely use those. We have everything from, this size is a 2.5 by almost 4 inches, but I have found that it's best to put a 3 3/4 by 2.5 will fit in these. And you cannot buy these on their own. These come in a combination pack, so you have to buy them with other sizes. Then we have these, which are 3 1/4 by 4, and these I believe also come in a combination pack. Most of these smaller ones do. This is what is this one? Oh, it's this size. It just has the adhesive going on the other way. This is a 3.5 by 3.5. This is a 4 by 4, and you can buy the 4 by 4 squares in their own package, so you don't have to buy those in a combination package, but most of the other small ones you do. And then of course the 4 by 6, which is probably the most popular, and you can do a lot of things with a 4 by 6. I can show you some of them, but of course I won't be able to show you all of them in this video. I don't know all of them. I'm sure many of you could share some fantastic tips on how you use Peekaboo pockets. And this is the 5 by 7. Most of the larger sized, or the sizes that are not square, I guess that's what I should say, the sizes that are not square will give you 2 different options. So you can see this one has the fold over flap on the 6-inch side, as well as these others that have the fold over flap on the 4-inch side. So you can make your Peekaboo go long ways or short ways. And they're very stackable. So if you're not sure what that means, let me show you. One of my viewers, Jean, wrote in and asked if I would share with you how to create a stackable layout using Peekaboo pockets. Okay, so this is sort of a sample, but I'm going to show you how in just a second. So I have some photos already sort of lined up because we're going to be using them in the layout that I'm going to do for you on Wednesday. But let me just show you how these would work. So you would grab a Peekaboo pocket that is, let's see, in this case I'm going to use the short end ones, so these right here. we're going to take the first thing you want to do is decide what photos you need to stack in your layout, and then you're going to decide what order you want them stacked in. Okay, then you're going to take the top 2 photos and you're going to place them back to back, and depending on where your flap is and which direction you're going to be flipping will depend on how you arrange your photos. Because I'm flipping mine on the short end, I'm putting them back to back with the horizon at the bottom for both. Okay, so just like that. I'm going to put the one I want to land on top face up or towards the flap, so the flap's on top of the one that I want to be on top of the stack. Okay, I'm going to load those photos. I'm going to set that aside for a second. I'm going to take 2 more photos. So the next 2 photos, there's my cute little Emily, and she was looking back down the lane at the carriage behind us, which I'll tell you all about on Wednesday. But then you take your next Peekaboo Pocket, again with the flap side on the top, and we're going to load it from the opposite side. So whichever side you loaded first, with the first pocket, this one, you're going to turn the Peekaboo Pocket going the other way and load the next set of photos. Always keeping that flap on top. Okay? Okay, so now that flap is going to fold over. This picture will be mounted to my page. This will then be adhered with this flap, right, the adhesive on this flap, and that will be adhered to the page protector that goes over my page. All right, so that will go down on top, and then we're going to take this one and we're going to remove the cellophane off the side. And I'm going to go ahead and do this because I know that this is how my page is going to lay out, so I'm confident in that. The cellophane tends to get a little bit of cling. The cellophane will cling to your fingers when you take it off, and it can be a little bit annoying. You just need to kind of be patient and try to pull it off and get it put in the trash so it doesn't bug you. All right, so I'm going to fold the edge over from the top of the top Peekaboo Pocket, fold that edge that I've now exposed the adhesive on, and I'm going to adhere it to the enclosed edge of the photo that's in the Peekaboo Pocket underneath. All right, so I'm just going to line both of these up, put the corners together and the ends together. Do the best you can because that adhesive is going to grab, as I'm sure you could hear it on mine. So just try to line those up as on top of each other as you possibly can. And mine is off just enough that it's bugging me, so I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm going to just line up that end and then bring it over. Let's see if that works better. Like that. All right, so once you have that adhered, now what I recommend you do is make a tab. So if you have a tab punch like I have, or you can buy the tabs that are already put together. Let me see if I have any handy that I can share and show you. But you can buy tabs on the CM site. That just popped into my head that I should have had some here to share. But they look just like this, and they're just stickers. Oh, the back to school has them, and they're in colors like this. All right, so then they're just stickers that come right off, and then you can just fold them right in half, and they have adhesive on the back. You can get solid white ones. These came with school days and back to school, and I don't think they're in stock anymore. These were just extras that I happened to have stuck in my little drawer here. But if you don't have tabs on hand and you have the tab punch, you can just punch one. So just get a piece of cardstock or decorative paper and go ahead and punch your own tab. Get some repositionable adhesive. Just put some adhesive down each side like that. And then take your tab and we're going to put it right here on the end. I'm going to put this one down here. Right at the base. I'm going to adhere it to the back and then I'm going to fold this over and have it meet and then just crease it. Okay, so then now we have a cute little tab that draws everyone's attention to the fact that this opens up. Not only does that open up, but once we adhere this side to our page protector, it will also open up like this. And then you've gotten, in the space of one photo, now you have 5. Pretty cool, huh? So that's one option for getting more from your Peekaboo Pockets. Another option, and this is something that I first saw done by Melissa Ullman, and I don't do it anywhere near as good as she does. So if you find a video that she has put together about doing this, I highly recommend that you take a look at it, because she is really, really well versed in how this and in the possibilities of this. But I'm sure you could come up with your own out of necessity, if nothing else, as well. So what I've got here is a 6x12 page protector with orange cardstock. I've got a 5x7, I'm not page protector, sorry, 6x12 Peekaboo Pocket with orange cardstock. I've got a 5x7 Peekaboo Pocket with orange cardstock. I've got a 4x6 page protector, sorry, a 4x6 Peekaboo Pocket with dark green cardstock on top of the 5x7. None of these are stuck together, just so that you know, because I am not necessarily using them this way. This is just to demonstrate for you some of the possibilities, okay? So then you would open up this page or this Peekaboo Pocket and find another Peekaboo Pocket underneath. This is the 2.5 by 3 3/4, which you could then open up and have another photo underneath, okay? Or you could put 2 of these, one here and one here, and have them open up this way, okay? So then that would be a whole lot more photos, right? Then you would open up the 5x7 and you've got 2 more underneath here. This is the 3.5 by 3.5. This is the 4x4. And then you would open these up and have another photo here. Open this one up. Photo here, photo here, photo here. This is the 3x4. And then flip this one over. And I mean, the possibilities are endless, okay? But you see my point, I hope, that you can just do a ton of different photos on one Peekaboo Pocket and really get your money's worth out of your page that you adhere it to. I hope this has been helpful for you. I know it's a lot of information and a lot of possibilities, and I hope that's not overwhelming, but it is super fun to be able to stack your photos. You can also create what we call a waterfall, where you would take 4x4 4x4 Peekaboo Pockets, and you would stack them essentially one over the other and just sort of layer them this way. And you can put it's countless. You can put countless photos going this way that would then flip up and have photos on the front and the back, kind of like the old flip cards that we had when I was young of photos, right? And so you can mount those that way in your album as well. And if you do that, you can add tabs if you want to add tabs and let people know, you know, bring their attention to the fact that there's many, many different ones in that stack. So lots and lots and lots of different ideas and different ways that you can layer Peekaboo Pockets. Super fun. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope that you will experiment and get some Peekaboo Pockets and see what you can do in your own albums. It's so much easier to add Peekaboo Pockets than to do a whole nother layout to accommodate 5 more photos, when you could just use one of these and move on to a different layout in the next for the next page. So I hope you'll check it out. If you have any questions or you'd like to see links to these products, check the description of the video. All the information will be there, along with the information on my Magic March Sketch Challenge, which I hope you're all signed up for, because it's going to be super fun and I'm going to give away some fantastic prizes. So I hope that you're excited and going to participate in that. It's not super expensive, and it will help you get lots of pages done during the month of March. Thanks so much for joining me today. Until next time, I hope you have many more creative moments. Enjoy your day.